I took a rapid PCR test this morning and I took an antigen test at home. Both came back negative, but as the day has progressed, I have started to feel throatier, I would say. Like it's like a dry cough and it's like a sore throat that feels like a scratchy throat and like a lump in my throat. And my body has started aching, and I suspected I've been going towards a fever. I should be very hot in my apartment, and I am pretty not hot, so I figured that my temperature was off, and confirmed my forehead thermometer had been reading 99. So I thought, let me try this, and yeah, so 102. So I am pretty sure this is COVID and not the cold of coincidence. Um, because yeah, like everybody's like, oh well, you've tested negative twice, and by everybody I mean like my mom and my dad and stuff. And I'm like, well, but this doesn't feel like the usual cold. Um, I could hear it in my throat, so I think I think we're there, guys. I think it has come. I'm laying down because everything just started hurting really bad now. I'm like feeling aches in my wrists and shoulders, and like my thighs hurt. It feels like, body aches all over. And I started getting a little bit of a running nose. I'm starting to like see the symptoms escalate real fast. I just took this test and I can already see the second pink line showing up. Yesterday I took two, had symptoms, was negative, but today definitely the sample line is faintly pink so far, but it's only been like 2 minutes. So today is the first official day where I tested positive. I think this is technically day 4 of symptoms, because the first 2 days I just had like a lump in my throat type of a feeling that I kept having to clear my throat. Yesterday symptoms got really bad at night, fever, body aches, terrible cough, had congestion, a little bit of a headache, but not really a headache, like not my usual migraines or anything like that. Just like a stuffy head, and my ears are stuffed up because of all the congestion. I am double vaxxed and boosted, but my last booster was like in November, so it's been a while. It's now July. I debated trying to get the third booster. Technically you can get it even if it's for over 50s down here, but I never did. I was thinking of getting it for the fall when like my university is full of students and I would be, in my opinion, at higher risk. So I think officially though that this is day 4, just 2 days, second day of bad symptoms, but I'm pretty sure those first 2 days were just the beginning. And since my last exposure to the person who gave it to me, which is my boyfriend, was Thursday. So today is, was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday. So today is Monday, because today is July 4th. So that was 3 days ago. So I started to feel a little scratchy the next day. I think maybe he was already also harboring it by the last time I saw him before then, which was Tuesday. So I think timeline wise, I probably started getting exposed around Tuesday. But if it's anything like mine, like I had 3 negative tests technically, because I did take a test the day after. I saw him, a rapid PCR test, and that came back negative, and then I took a rapid PCR test yesterday when I started having symptoms, came back negative, and then I did an antigen test at home, negative, and then I waited until this morning, I think between the last test and now. I think I took the last test around like maybe 3:30, 4:30 yesterday, and I took this one around 7:30 a.m. So slightly over 12 hours later, positive test. So that's how quickly this has progressed. I don't feel terrible. I feel, like I have a bad cold or a very mild flu. I've had really bad flus in my life. and you know, the body aches are there, but it's not like the bad flu aches where like I remember the last bad flu I had was like I think like 2016, 2017, around there, and that was pretty bad. I also had a really bad cold in like late winter 2019 that I always slightly suspected was maybe COVID, but could never prove it, because at that point, like, technically this was before like anybody knew about COVID, but like looking back I was like, was that COVID? Because the area I was in was on the West Coast, where I'm you know, in hindsight they found that it had already been spreading, so that's just speculation, I don't know. But I did have a really bad cold in like December 2019, when I came back from traveling to California, and that one knocked me out for a while, like a solid like week. So I don't know, sometimes I suspect that maybe I did have it, but I never found out. Like I said, speculation, I can't say. But this doesn't feel as bad as that, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I feel like it's all up in here and here. And then, yeah, my body doesn't ache as bad today, and I don't have a fever this morning. So we'll see if it progresses throughout the day, and I'll keep you guys informed. It is now 6 p.m. on the second day of symptoms. I keep having fevers on and off, but they're pretty mild now. Nothing has gone quite as high as the fever I had the night before. Right now I am in a coming off a fever stage because I am sweaty. So I've mostly been living in yoga pants and a sports bra, and then I just like take this on and off every time I get hot or cold. So that's been happening. I just ate a little something because I haven't had much of an appetite, mostly just wanted soft foods and like either hot or cold things depending on what part of the fever I'm in. I bought some ice cream that I ordered through a delivery service, and some other stuff, orange juice, kombucha, things like that, just to like drink cold things and eat cold things that would soothe my throat, and also like be good for my body because I haven't been eating much. I got mint ice cream because I figured that the mint would also be soothing, so that was nice. And now I had some ramen. I had half of the ramen for lunch, and I wasn't in the mood to eat the whole pack, so I saved the other half. But because I had not eaten much protein, because again, not really interested in like solids right now, I decided to just like grill up a very small steak and cut it up, have it with some kimchi just to add some probiotics and fiber to my life. I feel very nasal up in here. I'm pretty congested, and the cough comes and goes. I took some Tylenol recently and some cough medicine about, I don't even know, I think it would have worn off by now, but it knocked me out for a few hours. I just kind of laid in bed and lost track of time. So I'm slowly coming back to life right now. So I'll check in later, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, when I remember. After resetting my diffuser, I realized that I have no sense of smell anymore. I added eucalyptus last night, and I noticed that it was pretty faint, and I thought I had just added too little. But now I've smelled several of my essential oils that I use specifically for migraines and sinuses and stuff like that, like to open up my sinuses. And I cannot smell a thing. And then I went around the house and like smelled a bunch of other things, and also can't smell it. Opened up several perfume bottles. Opened up one of my deodorants. So I hadn't even noticed. But yeah, I have no sense of smell. I had oatmeal for breakfast and I thought it was just bland. But I guess that's next fun symptom I'm going through now. Good times. Good morning. It is now July 5th. I really got a lot of bad sinus pressure. It's moved all up in here now. All of this is very congested, and I feel my ears are backed up. Like I can't breathe through my nose. Like it finally woke up at 5 because like, yeah, like it was all stuffed up. I'm gonna take some like sinus medication and do some like steam to try to clear this up. My teeth hurt. Like my jaw hurts, my teeth hurt, all this up in here, you know, where your sinuses are, totally hurts. So yeah, we'll see. Everything is achy. And I have a very mild fever, but not as high. It's an elevated temperature, but not a proper fever right now, so that's something. I just need to say that getting one of these was the best investment I have made, because not only is it useful when I have a migraine or a puffy face, but it's really comforting to my very inflamed sinuses right now. And my jaw that hurts because of said sinuses. So if you, like me, grind your teeth or have migraines, these are usually like anywhere from $10 to $15, $18 depending on how overpriced they're putting them on, but there's always at least one on like daily deal on Amazon. Get yourself a face roller, an ice roller, whatever they're called, ice face roller. Sometimes they're just called ice rollers. It's very helpful. Highly recommend. 10 of 10. Oh, I'm still super congested, super sneezy. It's now evening. The nasal symptoms are the worst I'm feeling right now, and they're really running me down because it's hard to breathe. I've been sleeping a lot. I think I slept for like 3 hours this afternoon, and because of how backed up my sinuses are, like I have a lot of jaw pain and ear pressure and like pain around, you know, your sinuses, which causes your teeth to hurt and all that. So I still can't smell anything either. So that's what we're doing, and I've kind of lost my appetite. I don't even think it's because of the lack of smell. I think it's just that I'm too tired to eat, so I've been having small meals. I hate getting sick. I have conditions, as you guys know, and I'm just hoping this doesn't turn into a long symptom or like create a long-lasting situation, particularly with my sinuses, which are just so crazy inflamed. So I don't know how long this is gonna last. I did find it amusing when the guy at the quarantine department at my job, like the track and trace people, they were like, "Oh, well, your symptoms officially started 4 days ago. You can come back tomorrow." And I'm like, "No, that's not happening. Until this is improved, there will be no coming back." And I'm not even like able to do full days of work from home. Like I can't. I'm entering my hours. I'm putting in only the stuff that I have scheduled in my day. I'm not taking any more appointments, and that's it. Everything else is gonna be sick leave because I'm not trying to work through this. It hurts to sit. Like that's why I'm in bed so much. On the bright side, it's good for my ankle healing. So there's that. It's July 6th, it's morning, and as you guys can see, my nose is red, my lips are swollen, my teeth still hurt, which is a weird symptom. At first I thought it was just sinus pain, but usually when you get sinus, like it affects only certain teeth, but like it feels like all this, like my cheeks are swollen, my gums feel swollen, my teeth feel achy. I can't really describe it very well. It's just like, it doesn't feel like a toothache. It feels like generalized, like I've been grinding my teeth or something, but not even. It's weird. I have found other reports of people saying that Omicron did make their teeth and their gums ache. It's not listed on like the list of official symptoms or anything like that. I'm assuming because nobody really reports it. But yeah, I found a few like comments on a few videos and a few like, you know, like subreddits and stuff like that, where people were like, yeah, I have this like weird tooth pain that came on. So that's like really uncomfortable.
making it hard for me to eat stuff because I don't want to eat anything solid. And I still don't have a sense of smell. Nothing. I can bring a candle up to my nose and it's like the lack of scent. So that's still happening. I don't know how long that will last. A few of my friends said that they had it and it would come and go, and then, you know, they recovered and their smell came back. So we'll see how long that continues. But yeah, so far the worst symptoms yesterday were the tiredness, where I'm just like kind of like just exhausted. Like I've had fatigue, you know, for years on and off. But this just feels like absolutely too tired to exert myself in any way. So I keep like laying down, like even holding the phone up is a little bit hard right now because it's a little bit too hard on my muscles. So there's been like very little exertion. I'm not really moving around a lot. Today I have like my eyes feel stuffy. Like my eyes feel a little congested. I ordered some more Mucinex to like deal with the congestion in my nose to hopefully decongest it and bring stuff out. But right now the bulk of the symptoms are up in here, are up in my face, and then just that like generalized tiredness, like inability to exert myself much. I wouldn't say it's brain fog because I've had brain fog before with my migraines and my thyroid, but it's not brain fog for me. It's just like I don't want to sit because it hurts. I just want to lay prone and not do anything. Except I can't lay prone either because of my nose, so I have to like prop myself up. It's been a nightmare for my neck, but I've been trying to make it as comfortable as possible so that my neck doesn't end up spasming and then causing migraines. So fun. So this would be day, if we officially count the start of my symptoms as the day that like I started to feel physically bad, then that would have been Saturday. So it would have been Saturday, Sunday, Monday, today's, so Tuesday, Wednesday, today, so 5 days of full-blown symptoms. And then I had 2 days of sore throat to begin with, so that would be like 7 days total since I started thinking I was off. So here we are with that. My skin is also just completely like shot, like it's breaking out in weird ways. I've been like not able to really do skincare because, like I said, my face hurts. So I don't really want to irritate it further. I've just been putting on like healing ointment on my nose and lips because they're really chapped. But like all of my skin is really bad. Like I've got like clogged pores and all kinds of stuff. Like I guess like a reflection of like what's going on inside. Like it's breaking me out. So it's been weird. My ears are also very stuffy. So that's what today's symptoms are like. I opened all the windows and it's helping me breathe a little bit better because it's raining today. So the heat and the humidity are kind of nice and soothing. So we'll see how long I can keep that up before it feels like 100 degrees in here and I just have to turn the air on again, which I'm sure has not really been helping. But yeah, between the fevers and the sweats, my body regulation of temperature is pretty much gone too. So that's today's check-in for now. Saying farewell to these two because I definitely had COVID the last day that I used these. I just wasn't showing yet. So given the fact that these are liquids that touched my mouth and got dipped back into a liquid, I'm sure this is a petri dish of contagion right now. So I'm gonna toss them. I'm also gonna toss my toothbrush once this is all done, replace it with a new one, and clean all the thermometers and all that mess. But something to remember, if you have an infection, you should throw away anything that had contact with the place where that infection was originally located, and this is one of them. So I've been doing some research, and I found a few more groups and sources of people reporting the tooth pain, and I'm really concerned about it. I'm also making a list of like doctors that I want to visit when this is over. Like I want to get a general checkup. I want to go to a vascular doctor to check out my veins and all that, and I need to go to the dentist to see what's going on with my teeth. A lot of folks who are long haulers have reported losing teeth, like pain that doesn't go away in their mouths, like weak teeth, loss of mineralization. Some people report that like the blood flow stopped going to their teeth, and so I'm very concerned about this. I've always had strong teeth. I've had cavities, and tooth grinding as like my two big issues with my teeth. But I am concerned that, yeah, like, because it just like, it hurts. Like even when I'm talking, it feels swollen, like all up in here. Like this area feels swollen in this area. And like, I don't want to close my mouth. I just like leave it like that. Like even last night, I couldn't really wear my mouth guard because it felt too tight. So I had to like just like remove it and hope for the best. But I don't think I'm grinding my teeth because I don't even want to close my mouth. And I can breathe fine. It's just like I'm really scratchy. I took the stuff that I got earlier for the nasal congestion. It's really helped. So air is going in through there, but yeah, it's like I just want to kind of go and leave my mouth hanging because it feels heavy. I haven't had any bleeding gums, which some people report, so that's good. But yeah, I'm like, what is this? I have to say that, yeah, like this all up in here is the worst symptom I've had, like beyond the body aches and the fever. Like it's this that is really upsetting and concerning. If you're curious what I've been taking, it's these. As far as like, well, this is a supplement, so we'll put this over here. These. And I just ordered an expectorant because, yeah, like these are for like chest stuff, mostly expectorants. I need something for my nose. This is for congestion, which has helped to open me up but not to get stuff out. So I ordered Mucinex specifically for sinuses, which has the guaifenesin to get stuff out. And for the pain, first day I took Tylenol for the fever and the body aches. This is quick defense. I've taken it in the past for flu and it's been really helpful. I have not been taking the full dose because I've been a little concerned. Usually when I take this, it like like speeds up like the process, but I was a little worried about like speeding up COVID. I don't know what that's gonna do. So that's that. And then if we go over here, like my home is a mess, so ignore. This is a combination of stuff, including chicken nugget sauce and stuff my boyfriend has left around here. Like I said, it's all a mess. So not been taking these really. I've been off my PCOS supplements because I don't know how they'll respond to what's going on in my body. So riboflavin, which I take for my migraines, vitamin C, which I already take for PCOS. So I've just been like being good about remembering that one. This is also for my migraines. I haven't wanted to get off the migraine meds because, or the migraine supplements because I don't want to trigger a migraine. Elderberry gummies, it gives, I'm like, whatever, everything that I can throw at this. I just started with this one today. I take this on and off. It helped me many years ago to basically get rid of most of my allergies, and so I started a few months ago for allergies that I was having again, and it has a lot of good stuff for sinuses, so I'm hoping that this also helps. So I restarted that today. And then vitamin D, this was a brand that I bought in a pinch. It's from Amazon. And lastly, my magnesium, which I also take for migraines. These three were prescribed to me specifically for migraine moderation, and those are for PCOS, but vitamin C is also good for colds, so that's why we keep it. So that's what I've been taking so far. Today is day 6 since my symptoms began. I feel a lot better because I bought a nasal decongestant spray yesterday. I started taking it yesterday, and that really helped because I was able to breathe through my nose, and it relieved a lot of the congestion I was feeling in my face. My teeth still hurt. I used basically a generic version of Aura Gel last night for my bottom teeth because I couldn't stand that like sore pressure in my gums anymore. And as of right now, I haven't had breakfast or anything, so I don't know if like that will change once something touches my teeth, but right now they feel better. I think it like brought down the stimulation. Also, I think that being able to breathe through my nose helped because I didn't have to sleep sitting up. So position wise, I think my chin didn't have to do this. It probably helped my jaw and my teeth and all that too. So I don't know if that symptom will come back as the day progresses. My upper teeth still feel a little bit sore, but I was also wearing my mouth guard. So I don't know if the mouth guard, it was kind of tight last night. Like everything just feels a little bit too stimulating against my teeth. So I don't know if that just, triggered the upper teeth to remain in that sense. I'm probably going to put a little bit of the Aura Gel in my back teeth, see if that helps. I've also started steaming. I add some herbs to my steam to try to help all this mess. My nose is really like cracked and dry, even though I've been using several balms to try to keep it moisturized. Like everything just feels dry, even though I've been adding now some moisture back into my skin. So I'll see how this goes. I don't know if this is like that day that they say where like you get a little bit better and then you get worse again, so I'll keep track of that. But yeah, as far as like my head congestion, that spray really helped. It's the Mucinex Sinus Max Clear and Cool. I can't use it over too many days, so I'm going to try not to use it during the morning and see if I could just stick to it at night. But I'll see how it goes. And the cats are going to the litter box, and I still don't have a sense of smell, and I feel like it's bad karma because I was complaining about smelling the litter box the other day, and now I just don't smell anything. So, kind of joking, kind of not, but yeah, the lack of smell is another concerning factor. I'm really hoping that it comes back soon and not turns into a COVID long haul symptom. So we'll see. It's now Friday, which would be a week since I first started developing the sore throat that led me to suspect that I was in fact starting to get COVID. And I feel a lot better. My nasal congestion has improved significantly. It's, I think, partly due to, the steaming and all this stuff, but I also think I'm running through the symptoms fairly quickly, which apparently tracks, Omicron symptoms last about like 5 to 7 days or something like that. Start earlier, come on faster, leave quickly. So far what I have left is that the occasional cough, the little bit of like throaty, phlegmy feeling. It's not really phlegm because nothing comes out, but it just feels like I'm a little bit hoarse. At least that's how I sound to myself. I feel like I sound hoarse. I cannot smell this like anything, single thing. Everything just tastes like what I think of as like the elemental flavors. Like I can taste sweet, salt, spice. Haven't eaten anything bitter, so I don't know if I can taste bitter, but can't taste flavors, so there's that. And the tooth pain has come and gone, I think. I don't know what that's about. I don't really know. I've been doing like tooth care and like extra tooth care. I've been rinsing with salt water to try to help if there's any kind of infection in my teeth. And yeah, like I feel the tightness. It feels like if you've worn a mouth guard, or I've never had braces, but I always hear that braces feel like your teeth are tight.
if my mouth guard has been like too dry, sometimes it like tightens up. So that's what it feels like. Like my teeth are just tight, like somebody's going like this and going, I'm pressing them together. So that's been uncomfortable, and like I said, it comes and goes. I mostly feel it back here now. It was really bad in the front for a while. So that's improving, and we'll see if that changes anything. My boyfriend's symptoms have been more of the chest rather than the head, so he claims he can in fact smell stuff, although he didn't notice his smell had been diminished until I made him sniff a candle, and then he was like, oh, I hadn't noticed that. But his cough is worse than mine. I never had as bad of a cough as he did. I never had the terrible headache the way he did, although that could also just be relative because I suffer from migraines, so like unless it's one of my worst migraines, it's not the terrible headache. So I don't know. I did have head pressure is what I did have. So I'm gonna track my symptoms for a few more days, see if I have that like reversal, which some people say, where you suddenly start developing symptoms again, and track if I have any long COVID symptoms. Yesterday I was pretty energized. I feel pretty energized today. Like I've had 2 good nights of sleep because I can breathe again and I don't need to sit up basically to sleep in an uncomfortable position. So that's an improvement overall. I do, however, like not really have much of an appetite because nothing tastes like anything. And I know that's not great for me. So I've been trying to incorporate vegetables. Like the thought of cold vegetables in my mouth grosses me out. So I've been trying to incorporate some cooked vegetables. A bunch of my vegetables went bad because I just wasn't eating them when I was in the worst stages of illness. So yeah, I could definitely taste spicy because I had some spicy chicken yesterday and I could taste that. But I've been adding sauces, like spicy sauces or like mayo to dishes, like a little bit of a drizzle of like Japanese mayo, because that gives it a creaminess that feels pleasant. But yeah, like I can't taste any of it. Like in terms of like what the flavor profile is, can't taste it. So yesterday I made some yesterday I made some brown rice with broccoli, like steamed broccoli, and that spicy chicken, and then I like put like a sriracha mayo mix on top, and I could taste that. And yeah, it just made it easier to eat. Like I've mostly been eating like oatmeal. I had some toast now, didn't finish it because like I said, I just kind of get tired of eating part of the way through and don't feel like having much of it. I've been adding collagen powder to my coffee to get some extra protein in, stuff like that, having things like that. I can't eat dairy because I'm lactose intolerant, but so I can't really taste much. I figured I might order some vegan protein just to get a little bit of extra if I start lacking in the desire to eat, and just like supplement in that way. Yeah, I've been walking also. I've been doing okay walking. The last 2 days I decided to take some walks just for like general lung health, see what my vitality and all that looked like, and endurance, and it was good. I had a solid walk, same as I used to before, so I was able to do that, wasn't out of breath. So that's good. I don't feel I've lost much there. Physically, I feel pretty strong now that I don't have any of the muscle aches, and I think I'm on the mend. I think by next week I'll probably be able to go into work a couple days at least. I feel like my energy kind of dips after a certain while, especially in the afternoon, but that's not too unusual for me. I am concerned about any changes to my thyroid and my PCOS symptoms and like hormonal health. So that's something I'm gonna look into. I haven't really been taking my hormone supplements because I haven't wanted to mix too many supplements at once. I am staring at all the supplements right now and it's ridiculous. I feel absurd that I have this much stuff, but it's, you know, to get me through this,
It's a combination of stuff that I take on and off for different symptoms, just kind of all been taken at once, and I hate it, but it is what it is. So there's that. So yeah, I'll check in later and see if anything changes, improves, or goes downhill. I have terrible dryness around, like skin dryness, chapping around my nose and like upper lip because of the tissue and stuff, and that's been uncomfortable. I haven't had this much like of a chapped nose, upper lip situation since I was a kid. I feel I had like really bad colds in the winter. Stuff has not really helped too much yet to get rid of that dryness, and yeah, I've been applying all kinds of stuff that I have on hand. Yeah, so that's just an uncomfortable side effect. It's now Saturday, which is officially a full week since I started my symptoms, and I have a little kitty in my lap, and I'm feeling a lot better. I started to like rapidly recover yesterday. I still have a few lingering symptoms, definitely experiencing night sweats, and like sometimes during the day too, like around the afternoon I start to feel both cold and sweaty. So it's like a cold night sweat situation. I wake up and I'm like really drenched, like not excessively, but I feel like I've been sweating overnight, like when a fever's coming down. Oh, I have no fever anymore, so I don't know how long that will linger. My sense of smell slowly started coming back yesterday, surprisingly, after that last update I made. It's like the ghost of a scent. Like I am occasionally not able to smell anything. Like it comes and goes, and there are moments where like there's no scent, and other moments where it's like I'd say like a 50% of what my sense of smell was. So it's improving, so that's good. Taste is the same. Ooh, like comes and goes. Ow. He likes climbing on top of me. So the sense of taste also comes and goes with the sense of smell. Still have like that terrible dryness around my face, and my eyes are starting to feel a little bit like congested, I would say. Yeah. My throat also still feels a little bit funny, and my nose. So we'll see how long that takes to go away. Yesterday I had a fair bit of nausea, and I can't tell if it's COVID or PMS, but could be both or either. I don't know. So I have to keep an eye out for that because yeah, people report nausea with this one. My tooth sensitivity has definitely improved. I don't know if that, like I said, if it was caused by something that was directly affecting my teeth, or a nerve that was being compressed, or swollen lymph nodes in my face and neck region. I don't know. But it's improving little by little. Like the throbbing is not as intense as it was before. So I'll see how today moves along. Today is Sunday. I have no idea what day is today, Sunday wise. Let's take a look at the calendar. It's July 11th, I think, 12th, 10th apparently. So been officially a week since all this started. I'm a lot better, but I also have like, ooh, I think I see a spider on the ceiling. That's not nice. I feel a little bit better, but also keep having moments where I just like absolutely run out of energy. I get up and a little while later I have to just go back to bed, which is what happened yesterday and happened today again. I got a fair bit done yesterday while I had some energy, and then I just kind of crashed, and I feel like that's going to be happening for a little bit for me, which is not too unusual. That's happened to me before whenever I get severely sick. And right now all the congestion is still just in my head, not as bad, but I'm still fairly stuffy
and I had a pretty bad sore throat yesterday, so that was like a reversal of the symptoms, like a return, I mean. And right now I'm congested and have a dry mouth, like I've been breathing through my mouth, I guess. So not sure when that's going to resolve, but I just feel like the fatigue right now is the worst symptom, and the congestion, but it's not as bad as when it started, which is really bad. And I have very, very faint return of my sense of smell. So some things I can smell them, but like it's like the memory of the smell, like if I was smelling through like through something else, like through a filter or some sort. It's not particularly strong, so I'm gonna keep trying the scent training and hope that my sense of smell returns and deal with this spider now. Coffee kind of tastes like chemicals right now. I did read that sometimes that's a good sign that going from anosmia to parosmia is like a sign of your sense of smell returning. Water also tastes like chemicals right now. It just doesn't taste good. I've had moments where I can fully taste things, and other moments where it's also just like there's something in my mouth. It's a flavor, but it's not the right flavor. But yeah, liquids in particular taste weird. But I just want my sense of smell back, so I'll take it.